So let me start off by saying this. For those that are tuned in on this channel for the Charlotte videos, no problem. Your video will be uploaded and it'll be available at 10:30 tonight. Other than that, this video has nothing to do with Charlotte. Matter of fact, this video may spook you out if you don't know what an indigo child is. You never heard of terms of the third eye, or pineal gland, cellular memory, cell regeneration, cerebral spinal fluid. I mean, I could go on. You know what I'm saying? If this stuff is just weird and foreign to you, I suggest that you don't look at this video. You understand that? Like I said before, the video that you all would be interested in if you look at my channel, as far as dealing with Charlotte videos, will be uploaded at 10:30 tonight. All right? Other than that, you've been warned. So where do I start? Let's start off by talking about the beginning of my ascension. All right. So this happened in late May. I took a trip down to Miami, right? And I stayed there for like a week. And for that week, I'm not gonna lie, I started on a journey that I never thought that I would start on. I had no plans on starting on it. It just happened as if someone was controlling me that I didn't even know of, right? So down there, I did nothing but work out, and my son was with me. It was my son and I. We ate nothing but quinoa, and we ate nothing but a grain, which is quinoa, and a leafy vegetable, either kale or spinach. And if they didn't have kale or spinach, we would just cut up some red onions, saute them, and throw them in the quinoa with a little bit of avocado oil, a little bit of Himalayan pink salt, and that's it for the day. No lie. So, a lot of things were happening to me in Miami that I really don't want to talk about in the most positive way. You understand? I was sun gazing, I was grounding, all types of spiritual shit, right? So then I get back up here, back in Charlotte. And the first couple of days, it was all right. I didn't feel a certain kind of way, right? It was back to business as normal. I went back to doing YouTube videos. I went back to, going to the gym and all the rest of that stuff. Until one day, it was like the end of May, like going into June, the month of June, is when, boom, it hit me. And from June to the beginning of August, I ate nothing but kale, quinoa, and drunk water. That is it. Within that time frame from June to the beginning of August, I busted my ass in that gym. There were days out of the week that I worked twice a day. Taking heed. I don't know why I'm doing this, right? So, we get to, I get to the month of July, and I'm not lying. I remember this day like as if it was yesterday. I was at a certain waist. I don't like calling it weight. I call it waist, right? That morning, I weighed myself. Later on that evening, now taking heed, I had worked out twice, and I had my quinoa, my kale, and all of that stuff, my usual routine. And that night, no lie, I dropped 7 pounds of waist in less than 24 hours. That's my word. You may think I'm lying. It is what it is. Throughout those months, I was able to see things, hear things that I have never been able to see and hear. when I was on my regular diet. My regular diet is just like any regular vegetarian diet. You know, I ate the starches, I ate the French fries, I ate the what is it? It wasn't Beyond Meat, but it was, you know, that meatless stuff. I had cheese pizza. In other words, I was eating a lot of dairy byproducts of meat, which kept me kind of grounded. So for those that don't know, you know, or don't realize why meat eaters are so vicious and so aggressive, and why vegetarians, like real vegetarians, ones that eat nothing but, well, I'll say vegans, nothing but vegetables, raw vegetables, and cooked vegetables at times. The reason why there's a difference in the vegan and being so happy and go lucky, and the meat eaters that's so aggressive, is because they're eating the blood of the meat and they like the taste of it. Straight up. That's what keeps them grounded. That's what keeps them aggressive and savage like. Whereas a vegan or a real vegetarian, we're so happy and go lucky, you know, high spirited and all the rest of that stuff, because we don't have products, meat products and processed food and all of that shit that's covering our light. So I'm eating nothing but kale. Gotta understand this. I'm eating nothing but kale and quinoa. No breakfast, no lunch, unless it's kale and quinoa. That's it. So as the months progress, my light is getting brighter and brighter and brighter. My skin is clearing up. My eyes, you know what I'm saying, are white. The pupils of my eyes are white. This acne is going away. The weight is going away. And as everything is falling, the negative is falling. And as that's falling, guess what? The light is shining brighter and brighter and brighter and brighter. And I'm not realizing that this type of shit that I'm going through and the light that exists within me, that I should have been away from the city. Because in the city you have zombies, vampires that's ready to suck every piece of light out of you. You got gargoyles. You have some of the most demonic beings that pose as human beings in these big cities such as Charlotte, Chicago, Atlanta, New York City, Los Angeles. So what I should have done before but like I said, I didn't know that this was going to happen. But before it happened, if I would have known that this was going to be my ascension, I would have done like any other high spiritual or indigo would do. And that is get the fuck off the grid and go to a retreat where there are light beings that won't attack you, that's there to help. But I was going out there in the world every goddamn day, getting punished, getting attacked, because in the very beginning it was cool. Everybody was cool with me losing weight. And it was a slow process, you know what I'm saying? And people didn't a lot of people didn't recognize it. You know what I'm saying? They didn't see me ascending. But it wasn't until, no lie, when shit got really hectic, is the earlier part of August, I stopped the cleansing part, right? Of like, whatever I don't know what I was doing it for, right? But I stopped, and then I went on a 20-day detox where I ate nothing but raw fruit. So I didn't eat any type of cooked grains, such as quinoa. I didn't eat any type of leafy foods, cooked foods, such as kale, spinach. Yeah, I would blend that up in the juice that I would drink for my 20-day detox. Yeah, I would eat spinach and, well, really spinach, because kale is a dense leafy, a dense leaf. You understand that is packed with vitamins and minerals. So it's hard to digest if you're not sauteing it. But spinach is easy to digest. You understand? So I was eating nothing but like raw fruits and vegetables, right? But 20 days. In those 20 days, man, I got my ass kicked. I got my ass punished because they were coming after me. They were coming after me, man. And everybody, everywhere I turned, whether it was in the grocery store, the gym, whether I was walking outside or riding my bike, it was as if people saw some shit that I didn't see in me. And it was that light. It was that light. And man, I got punished. So as of last weekend, I came off my detox this past Sunday, right? So I fulfilled my 20 days. And that Monday, which was this past Monday, I said to myself, I'm gonna go into I don't know what you want to call it, like hiding, because that 20-day detox took all of everything that was negative out of me, right? But then again, it also took the positive stuff that was in me. Hear me out. I'm gonna wrap this up. I'm gonna make it all make sense, right? So it took the vitamin D3 out of me. It took the magnesium out of me. It took the calcium out of me. It took the iron out of me. It took the zinc out of me. And I had to replace that, and I'm still doing it right now. You understand? So I got my vitamin D3 that I take every day. I know it's backwards, but you can see it. My calcium, and all of these are plant-based vitamins. And if they aren't in capsules, it's veggie capsules. I got my magnesium. I have my iron. I have my zinc. I also take sea moss and spirulina. So I'm rebuilding. I'm at a real vulnerable state. You understand? And this is the reason why I've gone into hiding. And, I come out like once a day to like go to the grocery store or something, but mostly like later in the night. I'm dead ass serious. For those that are indigos, you understand completely what I'm talking about, right? So once I build myself up and to the point where I'm mentally, physically, and spiritually strong to go back out there and work out, go to the gym, and just interact with people, that's when I'm gonna actually come out. You understand? But aside from that, I'm not going anywhere until I build myself back up. You understand? Another thing too is that I'm gonna have to ground myself somehow, some way. It may be that I have to eat like a lot of beans. You know what I'm saying? To build me up, get that amino acid and all of that stuff in me, or rather what you all call protein. You know what I'm saying? I'm eating a superfood quinoa. I'm eating my kale every day. I'm eating green leafy food every day, whether it's kale or spinach. But I'm trying to get like that, I don't know, that aggressiveness back, because I am straight up a light being right now. You may think that I'm not because I'm cursing and that. See, this is the problem with people. You think that you know what an indigo child is, and you don't. The reason why I know you don't, because you reference indigo children in the movies that you see. You see, indigo children are not fucking just white bald head motherfucking little kids that bend spoons. No. An indigo child can be a Latino, a black person, a white person, anyone that possesses that light. And this is what we have to do. We have to change the narrative when it comes to this indigo shit. And not all indigo children bend spoons. We differ in our abilities, or rather should I say, what y'all say, supernatural abilities in each individual. So stop looking at these fucking movies thinking that you know what an indigo child is, because you don't. but I'll explain it to you. I had looked on the website, I think it's called, what is it called? Scary Mommy. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm very much reserved when it comes to, just being real with you, Europeans, building on indigo children, because most of the time when you hear European people talk about indigo children, they, for some odd reason, they're being racist about the shit. I'm just gonna be real with you. It seems as though that every fucking white person is an indigo child. Ain't no black people, no Latinos, no Puerto Ricans, no, none of the majority of human beings on this planet are indigo children. Only the minorities, because white people or European people are the minorities of this planet. That the melanated people on this planet are the majority. So I was kind of skeptical when I read this shit, but man, this shit is on point. I'm gonna read it to you. So, who came up with the term indigo child? The term indigo children originated with parapsychologist and psychic Nancy Ann Tapp, who studied human auric fields in the 1970s. While a few people had indigo auras, back then, she noticed a lot of children being born with the indigo auras from 1978 into the late 1980s, which led to her belief there was a new wave of spiritual leaders upon us, aka indigo children. Watch this. Indigo test. Indigo child test. Watch this. This is what really fucked me up, because what I'm about to read out to you, it is me to the T. And it's probably you too. So, let's go. So, the indigo child test. Do you suspect you might know an indigo child? Or maybe you've always suspected that you were one yourself. Luckily, there are a bunch of questions you can ask to determine if you're really part of this small, magical generation. If you agree to a majority of these queries below, you just may be an indigo child. You ready? Here it goes. I can easily discern what other people are thinking and are feeling. I consider myself and or other people consider me wise beyond my years. I tend to have an unconventional personality / temperament. I feel as though I have an inner mission that I must fulfill. I'm very in touch with my intuition, often using it to guide me. I'm intelligent, but I don't always get the best grades. I enjoy knowing why things are done. I was rebellious in school. Yo, all this shit is me. And didn't enjoy doing homework or respecting authority figures. I felt existential depression, helplessness, and suicidal thoughts often growing up. I have often felt like my voice doesn't count, especially in terms of politics. I have recurring dreams that I can easily remember. I tend to attract emotionally unbalanced people who need healing. I partake in destructive behavior like alcohol and drug abuse. I am extremely passionate about what my life's mission means and how that affects and relates to my time on earth. Indigo child it's not a certain age. It's not a certain height. It's not a certain weight. It's not that. It's that light. And what I'm telling you, children out there, if you are indigo child, you have to protect your light. Because throughout all my years, I would always question myself. I knew that I was an oddball. I knew that I was different. But I just didn't know what it was. I remember one time I was coming from a football game, plain as day. It was late at night, it was I'm just gonna be real. It was two football teams against one another, rivalries. I think it was Durham High and Hillside. Both of them were black schools, right? So, I'm looking at the game, and it's a good game. I forgot who won. So I'm walking back to my aunt's house because the game was on the other side. I used to live in Durham. The game was on the other side of town, right? Durham ain't but so small, and I'm big anyway. So it was on the other side of town. And, I spent the night at my aunt's house that night. So I was walking home or to my aunt's house from the game. No lie, it was 3 guys. I've never seen them in my life. Never met them. They beat the shit out of me. One of them had a knife, and they was trying to take the shirt over my head. And the other one was trying to stab me. Luckily, I got out of it and ran for my fucking life. I'm telling you, there are evil demonic spirits out there that see your life. And you have to protect it. You have to. Straight up, I can give you several stories of when I was attacked for no reason at all. No reason at all. I can give you several stories of people coming up to me out of nowhere. I don't know these people. And they just spill out their life story to me and what they're going through. And they say this all the time. Yo, man, I don't know why I'm telling you this, because I don't never tell my business to people. I've experienced that so many times. And please, Indigo children, while I'm talking to you, don't cry, because you're going to make me cry, man. You're going to make me fucking cry. Because this shit is real. And nobody believes this shit. Nobody believes it. But it's fucking real. People see your light, and these demonic forces want to take that light from you or destroy it. And I'm telling you, you gotta protect it. You gotta protect yourself. I understand that you are not of this planet. I know it. But we on Earth, and we are around mortal beings. People that walk around and their light is dim. And I'm telling you, this is my word. I'm growing out this beard. And I shaved it up. I think I'm gonna rock it raggedy, straggly shit for a couple months. So I can kind of like dim the light a little bit. Straight up. And give somewhat of a masculine look so nobody won't fuck with me. Let me tell you something. Before I got on this detox or journey or my ascension, I was kind of thick. No lie. I was bulky. So nobody really kind of fucked with me. But now, the light is plain as day. There's no pizzas. There's no fucking French fries and vegetarian Philly steaks with the Beyond Meat in it. You know what I'm saying? There's none of that shit. So people could see that light like this now. Last night, I didn't want to tell y'all all this shit, man. But now I got to. I have to. But last night, man, I was in Publix. I ain't going to tell you where. I was in Publix in Charlotte, somewhere in Charlotte. And I keep that on me. I keep that on me. And I suggest that you do too. You have every right to protect and defend yourself based on the Second Amendment in the Constitution, where it says that you have the right to bear arms. So I keep that on me, right? And I have my CCW, my license that allows me legally to conceal carry. You understand? So I'm coming out of Publix, and this older guy, he had to be like in his 60s or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But he wasn't old to the point where he wasn't a threat. That's what I'm saying. He turns around at me. I'm walking out of the Publix. He's walking, he has his back turned toward, he has his back turned towards me. So I'm walking out, and for some odd reason, this old man turns around and looks at me, stares. And I go to touch my shirt, and He turns back around and walks away. I'm telling you, Indigo children, you're not crazy. I'm telling you, if you see certain things that people don't see, you're not crazy. Straight up. You know how much shit I've seen? I'm not afraid to admit it. I'm not afraid for people to call me cuckoo and crazy and anymore. I'm not. I've seen a fucking UFO before. I've literally seen a fucking UFO. I'm looking up at it plain as fucking day, hovering over a school late at night. This is years back. Late at night. Because there's been times, like small pockets in my life, where my pineal gland, I had decalcified my pineal gland. So I was wide open. My third eye was open. I was eating right and shit like that. This ain't the first time that I've experienced shit like this, but it's to the extreme this time. But like I said, there was certain pockets of my life throughout my years where, I ate clean and I experienced certain things. This particular time, I saw a fucking UFO. A flying saucer, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. And I looked up and I sat there and it was just going up and down like this. Right? I said, fuck this shit. Back then it wasn't no fucking, none of that, the cell phones and none of that. We had beepers. I ran back to the apartment that I was renting to get my friend. Because my friend believed in UFOs too. I said, yo man, you got to see this. We go run to the area that I saw it at, and it was gone. Straight up. I've been around people that have said, literally, that it was me and that person. I'm not going to name that person's name. Where we was at an event or some shit like that, and she was like, yo, we got to get the hell out of here. I was like, for what? She was like, yo, I just seen two women morph, their face disfigured. Like in Devil's Advocate, for those that seen Devil's Advocate, she said she saw that. And you know what I did? I didn't even say nothing. I just got the fuck out of there. I'm telling you, this shit is real. And the reason why I'm doing this video, because I'm either gonna do a Patreon channel or a membership, like where you can, only members that subscribe to the membership can look at these videos. I'm gonna start talking about this shit on Patreon or the membership shit, where people, other people that haven't subscribed or being part of that membership won't be able to see. Because I'm tired of fucking sitting here and acting like I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about and I'm going crazy just because everybody else's light is dim. You understand? People, this is crazy. This is the reason why you shouldn't believe half of these motherfuckers when they tell you cuckoo and you don't know what the fuck you talking about. 90% of these motherfuckers light are dim. That's the reason why they can't see the shit that we see. But yo, I'm gonna get back into this shit, man. I'm gonna get back into transhumanism, you know what I'm saying? The singularity, technological singularity. I got notes. Let me tell you something. I've been on this shit. I've been on this spiritual path ever since 2009. I just deaded it because there were no indigo children around me. In other words, there was no light. But I'm gonna get into it. Look at this. This is a folder that I had for years. For years. Look at the date on it. What does that say? February 21st, 2011. Hold on. Hold on for a second. So, transhumanism is reality. Is a reality. This is dated May the 13th, 2011. Look, I've been knowing about this shit. I've been knowing about this shit. I've been knowing about this shit. Hold up. Cerebral spinal fluid. Dated May the 25th, 2012. Look. I've been knowing about this shit. I know it's backwards. I've been knowing about this shit. I know I'm going everywhere with it. But I'm telling you, man, I've been knowing about genetically modified foods and shit. This is dated, but I knew about genetically modified foods but way before that. But this is dated fall 2013. I've been knowing about this shit. Been knowing about this shit. Look at these notes that I've taken. Notes. Been knowing about this shit. Man, I got shit for days. I got shit for days. Papers. Shit for days, man. Shit for days. Cellular memory. Cell regeneration. Some every damn thing. This is the reason why I came out with the book called Love in Apocalyptic Times. But I never put it out there because motherfuckers wasn't ready. But I think y'all ready now. That's what I'm gonna be on, man. Just a whole bunch of deep shit. Because I think the time is now. You understand? But Indigo children, gotta protect yourself. Straight up, I know you may not like guns. Or should I say firearms? But you have to protect yourself, man. Because there are beings out there that seriously, that want to see your demise. They don't like the light. They want to suppress your light. And if they don't want to suppress your light, they want to take your light. They want to take your energy. And that's real talk. And they come, man, these entities, these beings can incarnate into anyone or anything. You ever seen that movie called Fallen with Denzel Washington? Remember the guy that got executed and he jumped in one body to the next, and the only reason why you knew it was him is because he would sing this song. Time is on my side. Yes, it is. Time is on my side. Yes, it is. Gotta protect yourself, man. Gotta protect yourself, women. Straight up. I would urge that you all conceal carry a legal weapon, legal firearm. You go through all of the proper procedures in order to, make sure that you are legally carrying your firearm. And it just depends on, it varies in every state. You know what I'm saying? The laws vary. I would tell you all to definitely pick up some type of fighting, art, mixed martial arts, MMA or jiu-jitsu or taekwondo or something. I would tell you to carry like a pocket-sized knife with you. But you have to protect yourself by all means, because this shit is not a game. It is real. And you're not crazy. All right? I hope you enjoyed this video. There'll be more. Stay tuned. I'll let y'all know when I, do the Patreon and all the rest of that shit. Other than that, let me know what y'all think, man, in the comment section. My name is Langston292. I want you to like, comment, subscribe. Definitely share this video.